What's up, everyone, and welcome to the video today. Today we are going to talk about Event 6. Now, I do know nothing about Event 6. The only thing that I know is that it was on the roadmap for the developers that a new event is coming, which means Event 6 is coming. And with the push of the characters in the Blacks faction, it is making me think, especially with Lenore and with Corliss, with Raid in there, it's making me think there's either going to be two things, or actually three things. It's either going to be a Fury, Rob's War has ice, bleed, and times taken, right? So that's mostly the scoring for Rob's War. Egg event is the amount of fire on an enemy and turns taken. That is like the scoring of the egg event. Now, this event 6 has three potential ways to score. The first one is Fury stacks. Fury stacks, if we have the Blacks, which I do have the Blacks, when someone gains Fury, they could gain up to 5 Fury to make them enraged. So it could be a Fury generating event. It could be a Raid generating event. Raid is 10 stacks, and it could be the amount of Raid that you get in on an enemy before they're dead. As you can see in Corliss's move, he raids. Lenore raids as well. So you have two characters right there that raid and also have Fury synergy. So it could be Raid, it could be Fury, or it could be Raid and Fury. So it could be that kind of an event. And I am going to go all speculation on this, and I am going to see, because my Blacks look pretty good. They look pretty good. I do have to get Corliss, which we're going to summon for. My Greyjoys, which are the Raid characters, they're looking okay, 5-star. However, the best part about this summon right here with green tokens is that you get this is a super solid summon because you get Corliss, then you get Kragas, then you get Euron, you get melees who might be useful if it's Fury-based, you get Rhaenyra 2 who's useful if it's Fury-based, and then you get Yara as well. So you have a combination of all of them in there, which makes me think this is a really good summon. And if I do want to, I don't know what Event 6 is going to be. Comment below and let me know if you think Event 6 is going to be like this, because we've been speculating in our Alliance chat. But we're going to get started on these summons, and we are going to hopefully get a good Corliss. He's got the raid up, so hopefully that helps. And we'll also be able to get Simon shards as well. We start off, we just unlocked him with the 30. Perfect. I'm wondering if I should just go all green tokens, use all my green tokens, and then go gold, because I do want to get more Simon shards as well. Simon would be really nice to get. There we go, we got some melees. There we go, we got some Simon. It's good to get the Simon shards. Right now, we're not hitting the characters that we need. Really want to get Corliss. He is the raid up. We got Euron, so that is a character that we might potentially need. There we go. We get Corliss right there. And there we go. Back-to-back Corliss. Can we do 3 in a row? No. Okay. So, this summon is telling me that Raid and Fury are important, and I feel like it's going to be good to get these characters to higher stars for the potential of it being an event. We don't know what this deal is going to be. However, we have to take the chance and gamble so that we could be ahead of the curve when the event kicks off, because you have your best chance to get characters when they first get released. That's your best possible chance to get them, and that's how we're going to do it. So we got a good amount of shards. We're getting a decent amount of shards of Corliss right now, and we're getting other characters as well that are potentially important. So, and we're getting Simon, which I do want Simon. There we go. We got some Corliss right there. We're getting a lot of Kragos, but we gotta see who is important, and we're getting the Crownlands Knight, which is important. We finally hit some Yara, a good amount of Simon shards in there as well. I want to experiment with the blacks, and I feel like this green summon token, yes, the gold summons, the focus summons are good because you get the one character that you want. That's really important. However, I feel like I want to be ready for event 6 when it drops, and I feel like I have most characters in my roster, but I don't have Corliss, and now I finally have Corliss, but we have to see who the meta is going to be for this event. We'll find out, but I don't want to fall behind, so I do want to take this gamble right here. And we're getting a decent amount of Corliss shards. We're getting a decent amount. Definitely a decent amount of Corliss shards. And Euron is close to 6-star. We're gonna need a lot of 6 stars for this summon as well. There we go. We got a nice 20 of Corliss. There we go. A nice 20 of Euron. Can we get Euron to 6 stars? That's what we want. We want to get the Greyjoys. The wrong Greyjoy. Okay, we got him to 6 stars. So now we want Yara shards. We want Yara. We'll take Melee's. Melee's is almost at 7 stars. So we will take her just in case she's required for the event. We're getting low on tokens, so pretty soon we're going to have to switch to... okay, I think Melee's is now 7 star. Yeah. Melee's is now 7 star. Let's switch Battle of the Bastards tokens. I don't want Melee's anymore. Let's go for 1-1. So let's switch that, and let's go back into... Let's actually check how our Corliss is doing right now. Let's see how he's doing. 355 shards. That's a pretty good amount so far. So he is at, let's keep going, and let's see where he's at. Okay, so he's almost at 6 stars. He's almost at 6 stars. And our Melee's is now finished, so that's good for the event, depending on how that goes. Looks like we're pretty good. We got another star on the Crownlands Knight, and Simon is almost done. Let's keep going with this. I think we have a decent amount of shards left. Not a huge amount, but a good enough amount. We got a lot of shards right there of Simon. Now we're hitting a cold streak. We got some Yara. We definitely need Yara. Gotta get her up to 6 star. I don't think 5 star is gonna be enough for the event. If she's required. I don't even know. 15 shards of Corliss right there. There we go, another 15. We're hitting a good amount of him. Pretty much, which is nice. There we go, another 15. Looks like we're probably going to be able to get him close to 7 star. Close maybe. We'll see. I do have gold I could use. I got a lucky 20. That was nice. We'll see how far we could get. And one more summon. Okay. So now let's see where Corliss is at. Let's go to the blacks. Corliss is at 215. So I can go ahead and use gold for his summon. And let's see how we do. We got a lucky 10. That was not super lucky. Let's keep going. A lucky 10, a lucky 15. That'll help. And then one more for more shards. And then we hit the bonus. Does that get us enough? What are we at right now? Let's see. Can we do this? Can we get a 7-star Corliss? Let's go to the blacks. Yep, we could do it. The question is, do I go for the guaranteed or do I summon with green tokens? I think I'm just going to go for the guaranteed. We did pretty well. Wait a second. If I only use 800, hold on. Let me get to him and do the math. Okay, so he's at 230 out of 250. So technically, I would only have to do 4 summons of 800. I would only have to do 4. So let me do 4. Let me do 4 single summons. Okay. That's a 5. Let's go for another 5. Probably another 5. Let's see if we can get a 10 and save us some gold dragons. No. Okay. We're going to finish them off. We saved some gold. Now he is max. So, basically, we used all our tokens. We got Corliss to 7 stars, which is pretty phenomenal. I cannot do his battlegrounds. Let me get to the battlegrounds. As you can see, my game is not allowing me to do the battlegrounds, so I can't get his legendary gear, but getting the character to the star level is important. Let's see how we're doing on Simon. Simon is close, I think. I think Simon is pretty close. Oh, we got Simon to 7-star. Beautiful. So we got so we're looking good. Do we get him to 6? Yes. Beautiful. So we get Crownlands Knight to 6. So he's gonna grant all allies 1 fury when he gets to 50% and 25%. So we're looking pretty good on the blacks. The blacks are pretty much done. Used a bunch of resources, but I'm happy with that. This is all in speculation of event number 6. Will I use the blacks? That is to be determined. We will see. I am currently working on my Free Cities faction. I am currently working on leveling them for war. So that is my current project right now. But event 6, I don't want to be left behind. I really don't want to be left behind. So unfortunately, that is how it is. Comment below. Let me know what you think of my theory. This was actually from my alliance mates, thinking it's going to be a raid fury type event. Is it the best summon? I think I did pretty well. Comment below and let me know what you think, and I will talk to you all next time. Take care, all.